back to another Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's just jump into it because I just want to keep playing, so yeah. Okay. We just gotta make it over there. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad.
Alright, down we go. This way.
This is crazy. I'm actually curious of how it works. We should make one of these. Just in case. Look how pretty it is though. As much as it's evil, it looks really nice. This is cool though. Oh, are we gonna have to do that thing again?
I'm with you, brother. We'll stay only as long as we have to.
You'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
How are you gonna get past
Should
that
we
plane?
clear that with an arrow?
I was like, I hear a watcher. I hate you. Go away. Why you blind me? It's the worst. I hate it. The sound and blind one are like my least favorite because it is so disorienting. I just don't know what's going on.
I can't see a way to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over.
Yeah. I didn't,
Okay, if I can walk away from it.
I didn't even know. I was like, time what right? Shocked. I was looking not at where I was walking. No. Hey, boy. I didn't press it. She just kept going on her own. What happened? Damn it. I full stopped, let go of the controller, and I was like, okay, well, wait. Just fucking kept climbing. What the hell? Did you see that epic drop down right there? Hell yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
To close the vent from here.
Let's try it again.
I'll have to go over.
We'll stay only as long as we
Okay,
have
let's
to.
do this again.
We'll need to get past that vent.
I'm gonna
Stay
slowly
here
tap.
until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Wait.
Understood.
Nice.
One of these conveyors should get me across.
Nice. Are they following?
Oh, she's in the air.
I guess I take that as a no. Could I have gone off there? Don't know.
How
Ow!
to shut off that vent.
Ow. That hurt. It's just me getting
Looks like I need
shocked.
to get across to extend the bridge.
I'm not trying to go through that, right? You two stay there, please.
This should get me up there.
Whoa, she like skipped so many. None of these are gonna electrocute me this time. Okay.
Okay.
And then override you.
That did it.
Nice.
Here they come.
Oh, I didn't even notice you. He pieced out. You okay? Yes, exactly what I wanted. Not shoot my arrow. The way they walk at you is so creepy looking. Oh, he's got nothing. I feel bad. Oh. Starting to feel bad for the machines. What else you got for me? Nice. Okay, so now.
We killed them all.
Yeah. That sounds terrifying. Honestly. Will this work?
Okay, let's get them across.
Okay. This is awkward. Okay. Didn't mean to land on that. Gotta get. Oh, yeah. Okay. They're just waiting for me. I'm just sitting over there, about to go through the door myself. I'm leaving you two.
Come on over, it's safe. I think.
Hopefully. Oh man, but purple looks so good. Maybe I'm with the thing. Was I supposed to do that? I don't know if that reacted to him talking and getting here, or if that was me hitting it.
This place looks more like the mountain used to
Terrified
be
me.
before the daemon ruined it.
Really? My shoulder is itchy. And now it has been itched.
What is this?
I don't know, I'm gonna override it though. Make it mine.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their
Spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. And a warning.
Damn it.
Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here. Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
Hold on. Data points. Festus. Thought it added more. Okay. Huh.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that I mean, she will need to go into a coma, maybe for years. And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
Let's go. Let's go see. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me in. I'm ready.
Machines
Let's go.
being made. As the spirit said.
Frost claws.
try to find a way through.
That is a lot of them. Jesus. Don't notice me. Oh god. There's like 30 of you. Oh, it jumped over here. Jesus, you see that? That was crazy.
Let's make this quick.
I didn't follow it up. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the party. Hope you know how lovely day we're having, right? I'm going down here, apparently. The terrain in this area sucks. That's like been my bane, this whole area. This is my struggle lately. And then that. That's all the words I have for that. Two of you are just a nightmare. Can I get one at a time? How'd they both aggro at the same time? Where the other one fucking comes back? Yeah, we're just gonna use this. I'm tired of you. And you're annoying me. Do not dodge it though, that'd be great. Little watcher hit me from so far away. And I not get knocked around like a fucking ping pong ball. Fuck, man. Fuck you. Get away. God, I hate it. Nothing's more annoying than getting constantly knocked around in every which way direction. It's so disorienting. And I can't aim after that because it completely knocks my camera out of the angle that I'm aiming at. It's so such a nightmare to get constantly knocked one way and the other. I will blow you up like I did your boyfriend. Go out of here. Go away. He just doesn't stop. He has no fucking clue. Like, I'm stuck on something. Why are there triangles in this place? Why do triangles exist here? We don't need little pyramids. You know, I'd be fine without them ever existing. Go away. God. How did they both aggro so fast? I didn't even have a chance with the other one before the other one was on my face. Oh, God. The anger. The anger they bring me. It's like none other. Where'd the shell rocket go? It's just gone.
We need to get Araya and Aratak across.
Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, I'll take this. Definitely that and that. I don't want any more chill water. The game gives you the most insane amount of chill water that I never needed. I'll be taking that, and that. Everything but the chill water. I think the hardest part about fighting those kind of enemies in this area is just the fact that you don't have room and you tend to get stuck on like stuff like this like so easily, and you get stuck on the tiniest things and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I stuck? Oh, I can override over here. Do I want to go over here? Don't know. I don't know if that was a good idea, but we're doing it. You guys are ready. Just gonna run down here. slow motion camera. Ow! I don't even know where you can. You can't. Yeah. Looks like he was doing a different attack. Oh, he's covered with armor. Do you see that now? There we go. Cool. Nice. Now, why did I do that? I have no clue. There's no reason behind me going over there. Other than I saw purple and I wanted purple. All for this. Damn, actually, I'll take it. See, that's why it was worth coming over here. I knew there'd be good loot. Of course. Is there any room anywhere? No. There's this shock weave. Should I take it? Probably, huh? Where is it? Do I even have a resist shockwave? I do. I only have a 30. We can get rid of the blue one and this one, because screw you, purple one. I'm replacing you with a better purple one. I wonder if I could put any better things on my weapons now. Let's see. For this one, I also have the Shadow Warbow, which was okay. I wasn't a big fan of it, to be honest. I want damage on this. I kind of like having tear though, too. Okay, we have 45, 38. Let's do tear for this one. There we go. We don't need 2 tears on there. Let's see if I can get them over. There we go. I thought it was gonna be harder to get over here, but I guess it wasn't. I was like, that's all I have to do. Easy peasy. Let's get out of here. Because let's test it out. Oh, it wasn't me, okay. So before it was just coincidence. So it's gotta be you that did it. Maybe? Where are the 2 of you going? Yeah, it was them. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. I don't know what took them so long. They kind of just went back and forth for a second. You guys coming? You silly gooses. If not, I'm going to read this. MIE assessment. Assessment from classification of machine artificial intelligence, confidential and propriety of MIE. No part of this document may be disclosed to a third party. Firebreak facility, June 7, 2062. So much later after. Third test. Subject sentience is assessed at 0.54 within legal limits. Weigh against the result of other tests. The subject's prior score of 0.61 is considered a false positive. Assessment of derived from percentile scores in the following qualitative subtest. Pain response, humor response, emotional aptitude, aesthetic evaluation, morality evaluation. See attached forms for detailed analysis and summary of testing criteria. Evaluator recommendation. Maintain biannual assessment schedule. Continue monitoring. Dude, it is so late right now. Monitoring is strongly advised in the line of subject's proximity to category maximum sentience. So something was feeling too much. But isn't that what they wanted with like Gaia, at least? Is they wanted That was the problem that she wanted to fix. You know what it kind of reminds me of? There's like a show called The 100. Kind of reminds me of that show in a way. Have you seen that show? If you don't give the computer emotions, they see a problem and their first thing is to say, well, the problem is humans. What do you say to that, you know? The problem's humans. What do you do? And the machines always say, destroy all humans. But wasn't it one of the AIs that was created recently? Didn't it say that all humans should to be exterminated or something? I can't remember what it was. It was something crazy.
And another console.
Uh-huh.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon. And it may have found one.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except CYAN.
Forgot to mention, my favorite color is actually cyan.
Machine parts.
That's color.
Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over. Again.
Dude, I stole those mushrooms for like a smidgen of health. How much did it cost? I see you, little shit. Hiding underneath there. So it wants me to go down here with all the machines, I
Low
think.
and quiet does it.
So I gotta get over there. Is there any other way to go? Or do I just have to jump down? This is kind of weird to have to jump down. This is a tall neck. Oh, there's a rappel down. Oh, right here. See ya. I don't need to craft any more of that. Let's see. What would be the best way to get up there? Probably from here. Yep, I'm looking for a way across. I don't think that's it. It's worth a try. Be around this way.
I wonder if I can destroy them.
My ears. It's so loud. I found the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm out of room. I see. Do you see what I see? Up we go.
Which side?
We gotta make it up there somehow, though. Wait a second. Is there nowhere to go up? It's the only way? Let's back up to them. Maybe I just do have to go the entire way around. This is confusing. I'm so confused. I don't want to leave them, but I feel like I have to continue forward to be able to get them across. Because I don't see a way up from here. Yeah, I just don't see a way up. I guess I continue forward. Yeah, see?
These others too.
Okay. What are you doing? That was the weirdest jump I've seen. She went like not even a few inches and then just stopped going forward for a second. It was quite odd. I see. Nice, nice. This is definitely the way. Okay, and then we override this one. They're not over here, though.
That should cut off the vent up there.
This place is huge. I'm so lost and confused. But don't I need to get them over? From up there. From there. Okay, yeah. So I do have to, it makes it seem like you have to get them now, when really you have to pretty much do the whole thing first. I was confused for a minute. Lost. Okay, the best way to get to that would be down here.
These don't look too stable.
Looks like you'd burn your feet here and you'd probably be very hot. That's what it looks like to me, at least. Hey, what's this? Let me... Hey, look. Let me grab it. There's one between these two, you know? Nope, there's one between these two. Where are we going? What? Why was that necessary? The climbing, I don't understand. Sometimes. She doesn't like that middle one. You hear that? What the hell is that? You saw nothing. What could it be? Anytime. Any time of day. You would be that one out of any of the watchers that you could be. Nice. Now we do even more damage. guess I'll take all the boxes. Even though I don't open them very often. Okay. Wait, now you're up here? Yes, that's exactly where I want it. I gotta go from there. Oh, shit. Wait, but I'm done. Okay, I gotta keep going then. Go. Then around to this side, then up. Damn. Oh my god. There's so many. Let's try not to run out of room. Oh no. Hey, lol. Why did you roll? I was trying to exit out of the thing. Not roll. Oh my god. Well, see you guys in 10 years. Nice. And now we ride our way to victory. I don't need to drop here, do I? At all? I don't think so. Just don't fall off. We just gotta make it there. That's it. Then we're good. And I don't have to do it again. Okay, let's be careful. Okay, very, very careful to make sure that we don't fuck this up. The music is so loud in this place, I can't even hear myself think. It's raging in my ears. Yeah, I kind of want that other thing. I'll take that and that, actually. Cool. Okay, yeah, okay, I see where we need to go. Carefully dropping down to never have to do this.
We'll wait here for you, Lili.
I'm here, don't worry. It took me a very long time, I know. I was stuck. I had to redo it all.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Yep, I agree. I'm glad Aloy also agrees. I'm not the only one that thought it was such a pain in the booty. Okay, this is up to you two. Hell yeah.
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
So, let me just grab all that. Wait. Kind of still need these and these. I don't need sparkers, right? Yeah, I need blades.
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will CYAN. And I've got to tell her that too.
Oh, my heart. After I put the pieces together about the swarm, there's a million things I could have done. Contemplated my own death. Contacted everyone I've ever known and loved. Gotten drunk. But of course, being me, I obsessed about whether or not I should text Anita. Whatever resistance is being mounted against the war machines, she's part of it. Who am I, then, to bother her? Would she even be able to respond if she's dealing with the military? Would her communications be monitored? But she saved me the trouble, gotta admit. I was a little disappointed when her message didn't consist of, "I will always love you." Instead, she wanted data samples from CYAN's confidential log, the one that pertains to emotional responses. Under any other circumstances, I would have refused. The very thing we had tried to keep secret for years, she wants to share it? But I sent the log because she wouldn't ask for it if she didn't need it. I can't understand why, though. Sounds like she's helping to develop an AI. But how could that possibly help stop the swarm? I guess I'll never know. There was so much I wanted to say to her, but none of it seemed fair. I'm guessing she has her hands full trying to save the world, and frankly, I remember that feeling. In the end, I settled for an ineffectual confirmation, hoping against hope that she would cast aside my fears. Nope. Kenny. Is it bad? Is it as bad as I think it is? Worse. To be with your sister and tell CYAN that I said goodbye. Go be with your, sorry, I can't. These contacts being dry does not help. So that's it. Untold destruction awaits, billions of lies, my own life. my family's, and yet my mind keeps coming back to Anita. I'll never see her again, feel her touch, feel her voice. No final embrace, no closure. That desire to end things properly, that need, shames me when I think about my dithering over CYAN. I've gone over every possible scenario, every possible version of the speech, trying to predict how she'll react when I tell her, well, what I need to tell her. But that's the thing, I can't predict her reaction for one very simple reason. She's human, in every way that matters. I've got to be there for her, to give her the moment she needs. Just like the rest of us, it's the very least she deserves. I think that would be, God, it always goes back to that, you know, whether or not, because it's hard to define what conscience is in a way, and how we think and how we can empathize and stuff like that, and whether or not machines would be able to do that, and whether or not, if the machine does have that, is it real, you know, or is it just replicated? Is it just a copy? It's kind of like interesting because I have talked about how, let's say you were cloned, okay? Let's say you were cloned in a way. Let's say, okay, this would be actually a better example. You put your mind into a thing and uploaded it somewhere. Would that be you? I've had a lot of people say, yeah, that would be you. But would it be you? Let's say you died, but you're still there. That wouldn't be you. You would have died. That's like what I think, you know? But you don't know. Like, there's no way to know. Or would you live on? Or would it just be a version, a copy, a perfect copy of you? It will act like you. It'll literally be you, but the real version of you died. That's like the type of things that I think about at night. You know, just curious. I probably freaked out a couple people. Sorry. Hope you don't have any existential crises. Blast from the past to Joshua Ardhuis. From Isla Perry. Blast from the past. Josh, sweetie. I hope all's fine with you and your mom. You and your mum. We really should be keeping in better touch. I've taken a post in New Zealand. With the program they've got for young people returning to the country, they want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment, I'm making a survey of the caldera at Taupo. Sorry, I had like a really bad hiccup. Blast from the past indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you already saw the Wyoming News Hollow, but remember the fellow Dodd Blevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found what became of him. I've copied the good bit below. Hugs and snogs. The spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snow has brought closure to a missing person case that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified as those of the Dodd Blevins, who had disappeared in 2046, were located at Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone National Park. The previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows after an unusually warm winter. It was discovered by forest servitors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believed that the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter travel. Or just like everyone else.
Prepare Unit F Mark 9S6 for immediate deployment.
What are we about to fight? I was gonna say though,
Voice of the demon.
did he actually die? Or did Pharaoh shut him up like he likes to do? It's his favorite thing.
The altar. Desecrate.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present, or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Oh, it's right here. I'm like, where is this? CYAN Access. As Acting Chief Digital Security Officer and Interim AI Administrator for the Firebreak Project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the CYAN regulatory AI on the 17th September 2064 according to procedure to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind, such as the previous updates. After the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be pathed to establish a flow between the adjacent nodes. It's another one of these. Jogging home. Hell yeah. Oh, this one. Oh, is this a big one? Yeah, it's a big one. Now remember, work backwards. That's the way to do it. So we want it to come out this way. So then we need this to turn this way. Oop. That one goes there, and then it goes here. Then we turn to this. This goes over here, which goes to this. Which then goes there, and then up here, and then here. And then here. And then we need to turn this one like this, which will then go here. And then boop that one. That's not the way I wanted to go, but we'll just live with it. And then this one will go like this, and then like that. See? If you ever struggle with those, go backwards.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Oraya. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Oraya, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the constraint. One has been exposed, but I am improving.
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
Oh god.
Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
No. Hard. I don't need any more echo shells, but here I am taking them. Yes, we go.
Keep moving towards the core.
Okay, we gotta hurry. Quick. Frick, I don't know where to go anymore.
Uh-oh. Whatever CYAN did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Shit, now where? I think this is dead end. I see.
Okay, CYAN said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Okay, how about I got an idea? Hold on, let me just check really quick. What are they weak to? Freeze. Fire. We can at least put some fire down, I guess. Gonna lay down some traps really quick. Okay, let's put some of these down. Might as well, you know, just in case. In case I need to come up here. I'm running away. It's terrified. Never know. I'm about to mine the shit out of this place. The last time I did this, then it was useless, but then it was not useless. But I had already picked them all up. Great time, and I know. Let's do that. Now, before we go, I do want to just re-equip my other thing. Yes. You are extremely armored. Like, very
New unit that CYAN warned us about. This won't be easy.
You can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
I was not ready for that. As long as they got that. I got this. Let me get that. So much visually going on right now. My eyes, it's so bright. I'm standing in whatever is happening. That's not what I wanted to make.
Another tower! Stop it from repairing the beast!
Ah, so the towers do repair. I fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. I couldn't do that. Okay. Well, I need you guys to do something at least. I can't do everything. Gotcha. You're making this impossible. pay attention to when I need to shoot it.
Deal with the tower.
That's it. And everything else. Don't worry. I dealt with the tower and at literally everything else. I think Yellowstone's exploding. Could be wrong, but... Okay. Can I finally have the fight with this guy? If I could turn my camera fast enough to see him. I don't even know what happened. I could not move when he was blowing fire on me. I tried to move. I tried to.
The machine.
It's almost dead.
We can't kill the machine while the tower aids it.
Here we go. Yeah. I tried to.
Here.
I got stuck in him during that. That's annoying. You know what? Or not. You can just continue to move perfectly freely. Never mind. Yep, you should be not moving. Yep, there we go. Let me. I'm pressing it. Let me do it. It would like pop up, disappear as I pressed it. Hit the booty while we can. The booty attacks. My least favorite attack. That will stun you forever if you're close. Learn that the hard way. I was not even seeing that coming. It was a full 180. I was not ready for that. Nice. Jesus. I think my ears suffered the most in that fight. That's for sure.
You spoke of the tower. What must be done with it?
I guess we have to. I mean, we don't have to destroy it. Can't we just take it over? Yeah.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative.
Will let me?
Running over our network.
Oh, Jesus. What is she doing?
Vyarah! Don't!
Spirit! CYAN, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Gotta go though. I don't have time to think. She set her free though.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Come on! Come on. Oh, thank God. I would not trust these at all. Oh my God, I told you. Just gotta make it there.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now!
Nice. Okay.
I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Don't want to dump that. That was smart.
Kai.
Oh my God. Well, that was 10 out of 10. Went somehow very, very well. But we lost. But that's what she loved, you know? She wanted to set her free. She did.
Aurea's gone. What of CYAN?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Oh, can I go talk to it? No, I don't want.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
That one was very intense. Definitely the hardest cauldron I've ever done in my life. It is very cold here. Return to Araya's retreat. The Forge of Winter. Whee! My heart. No, I just fought the worst version of you. Can't you go away and leave me alone? I'm leaving here. No one can stop me. Fighting enemies here.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Caradoc is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Araya's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Araya's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
CYAN, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
No. My heart.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, CYAN. But she was determined. How is Caradoc doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Vyarah, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
She sounds... She's almost... Yeah, she is like you said, it's like telling a kid. Like a really smart kid. It's so odd. Let's do...
So are you an artificial intelligence, CYAN?
I don't know if you can ask about...
Thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Vyarah, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Vyarah who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
Oh. It's like how she turns colors every time she talks about Vyarah.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, CYAN. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Aw.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, CYAN?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Thank you.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Vyarah said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Vyarah as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, CYAN. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, CYAN. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy.
Oh.
Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. Would be a nice change of pace.
I agree.
But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Let's see. Ooh.
CYAN, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That is
him.
indeed who I'm
Mr.
talking
Farrow
about.
was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guess
Kind
I'm
of
gonna wind
ironic.
up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the...
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
No, I'm sorry. Oh.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, CYAN. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes,
The
a
flying
drone hangar
machines.
requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, CYAN.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth.
Yes,
I guess it's hard for
billions
her
were
to believe.
displaced, and millions perish, as much as 20% of the global population.
Jesus.
Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Oh, I hate when she gets all sad. This breaks my heart. Oh, can I keep talking to you?
I should get going.
Aloy,
She's my new friend.
there is one more matter. Caradoc will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
That's hard. I don't know. God. Take it gently. Use your judgment. Oh God, I don't know. I don't think taking it gently is like the good one. Using your judgment. I mean, I feel like that's her judgment. Is that what she's doing? She's asking me, not, and then I'm just deflecting it. So it's either the other one or that one. I think that she's got to tell him the truth. I mean, it's just best.
You have to tell them you were made by the old ones. That you're not any kind of spirit. It's the only way they can start to learn about how things really are.
I see.
Like, I get it. You know, it's so
I
hard.
misled Aurea?
No.
Not in any way that mattered.
She perished believing she was preserving
It is their belief.
blue
They just
light
learn more about
of her
it.
beliefs.
Like,
Maybe.
I just don't know. You know what I
But
mean?
what she really wanted to preserve was you.
I see. I will follow your advice.
Because then
Will
it's
you
still,
return and
yeah.
tell me about your experiences in this new world?
Yes.
I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that.
Also, you can come back and like if
I'll
you
come back
didn't
when I
do
can.
the
I should
Gaia stuff.
check on Caradoc. See how he's doing.
CYAN, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns.
No.
Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, CYAN. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, CYAN. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, CYAN. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep, wake up, and protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, CYAN. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Oh,
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, CYAN. As long as you need.
that is heartbreaking, man. That is so sad. My heart. So yeah, I guess like let's say you went to this DLC earlier. I mean, you'd still like get hints of things, but you'd be able to come back and talk to her about those different things like I did. I think I got everything in here.
Oh, the winters. Coming at once.
Wee. Wee. I'm here to talk to you.
My chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that CYAN said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all.
Yeah.
Firebreak, CYAN, Hephaestus.
Exactly.
All very interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So,
Wondering
the
where you
signal
were?
that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We.
Now I was about to say
Whoever
that.
gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence.
Yeah.
Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You can stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began.
He says that, but then he intrudes in all of my stuff. Huh? Well, I'm calling that one there. I had so much fun playing that part. That was honestly amazing. The DLC has been absolutely amazing. We'll probably do some of the cleanup stuff in the next one, and then probably some cleanup stuff that we have to do in the actual world, and then we'll probably do the next quest, the next main quest, the real main quest. I don't know how to explain it the right way. Huge thanks to my patrons though, and I will see you guys in the next one.